A partial settlement in the Marshall fire. Xcel Energy and two telecommunications companies making steps in a lawsuit involving thousands of people and businesses impacted by the devastating Marshall fire nearly 4 years ago. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Micah Smith. Xcel announced today they are agreeing to settle without admitting fault or wrongdoing, offering to pay $640 million to settle the lawsuit. Jury selection in the trial against the company was set to start tomorrow. The Marshall fire quickly became Colorado's most destructive wildfire to date, destroying more than 1,000 homes and businesses. A Boulder County Sheriff's Office investigation found the fire was caused by two separate occurrences: embers on a community property and a sparking Xcel Energy power line.
Denver 7's chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski joins us this evening for some more context.
Tony, this is just the first part of the process.
Yeah, and that's the critical takeaway here from today's announcement, Micah and Jessica. Yes, this is a significant development, but there are many plaintiffs, attorneys, and a lot of moving parts in play right now. That means it's far too early to conclude these lawsuits are settled.
I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
Nearly 3 years and 10 months have passed since that unforgettable day.
As you can see behind me, these homes are going up in flames.
Now, 1,364 days later, just one day before jury selection was scheduled to begin, Xcel formally announced it has reached agreements in principle to resolve all litigation related to the 2021 Marshall fire. Hurricane-force winds and extremely dry conditions fueled a fire that scorched more than 6,000 acres and destroyed more than 1,000 homes. In its statement, Xcel said along with two other communication companies, it would write checks for approximately $640 million. The news release also included a statement from Xcel's CEO, quoting, "We recognize that the fire and its aftermath have been difficult and painful for many, and we hope that our and the telecom defendants' contributions in today's settlement can bring some closure for the community." Xcel also stressed in the statement that its equipment did not cause or contribute to the fire and that Xcel does not admit any fault. Now, it's also critical to point out here Xcel has walked back its statement that the agreements were reached with all lawsuits connected to the fire. After Denver 7 Investigates challenged the claim of all, Xcel sent us a statement saying the settlement agreement is with virtually all plaintiffs. Why do we challenge? Well, we challenge because we spoke with an attorney who stressed his clients and his lawsuits were not a part of the agreement. A trial date is set for those lawsuits, expected to be in the near future, and all sides, this is an important point also, all sides have to sign on the bottom line for it to be a final deal. So a step forward, but we're not at the finish line yet.
Possible resolution, but there are still a lot of folks that were affected by that devastating day that still want some accountability.
Exactly.
Another chapter in a tough story. Our Tony Kovaleski investigating for us tonight. Thank you, Tony.
The Marshall fire has become a rallying point in bringing about change for the Colorado community. And Denver 7 has been there every step of the way as you have united to find solutions, like Sob Team, a Superior teen who developed Fire Watch, an app designed to help users prepare for a wildfire and know the probability of one occurring on any given day and any given location. His app has since been recognized in a congressional app challenge.
And Kim Christensen, a Louisville nurse who lost her home in the Marshall fire. Denver 7 Gives viewers helped make rebuilding her family's home a reality. But the fight isn't over. There are still questions left unanswered, and the community is still facing problems in the fallout of the fire. We are committed to staying on top of the community's stories on air and online at denver7.com.